Hey there guys, alright, welcome back to another awesome video, and today's movie is gonna be of Dennis the Menace Christmas. So Dennis the Menace Christmas is pretty much self-explanatory. I mean, it's Dennis the Menace Christmas movie, Christmas special. It has Dennis wanting this bike for Christmas and wanting to also give the holiday spirit and some Christmas spirit into Mr. Wilson's life. So this movie is directed by Ron Oliver. I don't know who this dude is, but I do want to at least credit more writers and producers and directors and stuff like that. And I'm gonna flat out say this, I have very little clue about Dennis the Menace. Never really seen any of the movies. I know it's a comic strip. I may or may not have read the comic strips. I really don't recall anything about this. And the reason why I bring this up is because the kid actor, he's great as Dennis the Menace and as Dennis Mitchell, but he's not what I would picture Dennis Mitchell or when I hear Dennis the Menace. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I don't have any knowledge of Dennis the Menace. It's not like he's a big IP or anything like that, but I don't have any background or any connection or I don't have anything personal to this property. I know some people might have grown up with this and that's fine, but I don't have that connection. So because I don't have that connection, what's funny is that when I think Dennis the Menace, when I think of that title, I think of not like an innocent boy. I think that does very accidental problems or is prone to accidents or anything like that. I think more like the movie Problem Child. If any of you guys remember the movie Problem Child, let me know in the comment section down below. Think like that kid, very mischievous. He knows what he's doing. The intentions he's doing are very not cynical, but they're very devious, very diabolical, very childlike, very immature, very not bratty, but in that sort of sense, that's the best way to describe it. So funny enough, the kid does great as Dennis Mitchell, but the bully feels more like what I would expect Dennis the Menace to be like. I could be totally 100% wrong, but that's just the funny aspect of it, is that the bully feels like how I think Dennis the Menace would be. Very just snotty, very immature, and all that sort of stuff. But taking that out of context, the kid is very wholesome. He doesn't do these on purpose. He just has his heart's in the right spot. And I think that's very much a better character, and I think that makes more sense, is that he's not a menace. It's more like he does these things on accident, and all of a sudden there's always problems centered around him, and that's the unfortunate situation. Maybe like Murphy's Law. What can go wrong will go wrong with this family. And speaking of the family, for those of you that didn't know or may have already known this, but George Newborn is the father, and it's not like he gives this grand performance. He does a fine job, but I think it's very interesting that Superman is in a movie like this and playing a father figure like this, just kind of very standard. But I just think that's very interesting. So the more you know. And speaking of the more you know, apparently a young China Anne McClain is also in this film. So I think that's very much interesting too. But enough about those little factors. I think that some of the other actors and some of the other characters are very fine. I'm not too crazy about Mr. Wilson. I think the actor plays him fine. I don't know much of him, but he does feel like that one old man that's just oh, that Dennis, I don't like him, that goofy type of guy that just points the finger and gets angry and his face turns red, that very cartoonish thing. And this movie, ironically enough, kind of has this cartoonish feel and aesthetic with kind of its tropes, kind of the little silly sound effects, and some of this the visual effects. There are some moments that they kind of, you can tell there's a green screen or two, you can tell are very much not dated, but you can tell okay, it's the best way to put this movie is that it's funny to say this, that it's charming at best. And I also give some acknowledgement to the actor who was I guess the mall Santa / angel. I just want to at least give him some credit. Not that he was, again, nothing too groundbreaking in this movie. This is Dennis the Menace Christmas special. These are gonna be some lines, some writings, some cliches that you will expect or be okay, it's just an average Christmas movie or just an average movie to me. I don't know. Nothing I wasn't expecting anything amazing. It's a little harmless film. It does do a bit of little things here and there, trips and fumbles here and there. It at one point just all of a sudden turns into this whole bit of it being a Christmas Carol meets It's a Wonderful Life kind of act, I guess, at one point towards the last act of the movie. So Mr. Wilson learns that, oh, I need to be not so grinchy and I need to be a better person, that sort of cliche. And also, I want to also acknowledge the actress who plays Mr. Wilson's wife. Like, she has, like, every moment with her, like, even though it's the most basic lines she says, like, she is so sweet. She is so sweet, honestly. Like, I almost been in tears the moments, like, when you have Mr. Wilson, who doesn't acknowledge her and just kind of goes, "Oh, do this for me." "Yes, dear. Yes, dear." Like, even, like, when there's moments like that and she's being so sweet to him and he's just kind of being just a grump and everything, she just delivers, like, she just delivers this fine job, but she kind of, like, does, like, an extra, like, touch of the feels that's just, like, it's so cute, it's so sweet. I can't help but just can't stop repeating that, honestly. Like I said, that's the best way to probably put this movie, is it's very cute, it's very wholesome, it's very harmless. It's very tropey, it's very kind of, like, nothing too, like, classic for me. It's not like Home Alone or National Lampoon's Christmas or Santa Claus or Elf for me, because those are, like, my favorites in terms of live action stuff. And then there's obviously Rankin and Bass things, but this is fine. I will give Dennis the Menace Christmas, I will give it a C+. So Dennis the Menace Christmas, have you guys seen it? What did you think of it? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Let me know in the comment section down below. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. And if you like this video, please smash the like button. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. I do awesome videos every day, every week. Make sure you ring that bell to new videos every day, every week. Share the video with any friends, all that good stuff and more. Leave some suggestions in the comment section. You name it, I'll look into it as best as possible. I'm gonna get back to content. There has been a little postponing things within the past few days, but probably starting Monday, we will get back to streams, and hopefully I can squeeze in one more, if not two more, if not one more Christmas movie review for this year, and then we can start getting into the best movies of 2023 and the worst movies of 2023 and into the new year. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time.